Hi everyone, I'm Kelvin Fu. Thank you very much for taking the time to tune into this video. As many of you might have seen through my LinkedIn posts, I recently embarked on an exploratory journey into the realms of consulting and advisory. And I'll be doing so under the banner of the Onesixseven company. And I'll also be doing so while completing the company director certification that I've been putting off. You also might have noticed many unfoldings over the past couple of weeks through our LinkedIn website on the developments of how Onesixseven Capital is unfolding. Over the past couple of weeks, I have also met with lots of people, friends, various contacts in the industry, as well as family. It's been amazing through our conversations on how much has unfolded for me in terms of thoughts, ideas, questions, stories, and for most parts of it is a combination of what the universe is really trying to tell me. That is in line with me sensing on this exploratory journey in the realms of consulting and advisory. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone for your time that you have given me through our coffee catch-ups, through the messages that you sent me, or emails. I really appreciate all the thoughts, ideas, the information that you've given me, and they are marinating as I unfold in this space. Thank you very much. One of the questions that many have asked me is, what has unfolded for me over the past couple of weeks? I think that there are three things that, if I can put it down to, the first one is I've reflected and realized that I thrive on enabling teams. I thrive on enabling teams to become who they want to be. Why is that so close to me, to my heart, is because I have seen how it changes delivery and outcome. And enabling teams is not just about the people in teams, but it also relates to the influence to executive teams or leaders, or anyone like yourself and I. I felt that we are all a sum of parts, and that every one of us, we are good at what we do, really. But as a sum of parts is where we become strong. Hence, the question is, for me, that usually pops in my head is, what is stopping us? What is stopping us from becoming who we want to be? And as I unfold it, as I fold it and I narrow it down, for me, it comes down to fear. The fear in which paralyzes us, the fear in what freezes us. Hence, a lot of the work or the space that I've leaned to around enabling teams has been largely around methods and actions on how I help others overcome their fear, but also how I overcome my own fears. And understanding that when we are feeling fearful, we tend to protect ourselves. And when we protect ourselves, that's what makes others fearful. It's like a vicious cycle that propagates. Fear is natural. We cannot get rid of it. Every one of us will feel fearful, or should feel fearful. And the thing here is that when fear is no longer a fact, it's only when we overcome it. Hence, when we overcome fear, it's no longer fear. And in one of the recent podcasts that I just recalled, is that there's a saying that says, don't focus on trying to change someone, but just love them for who they are. Many a times we get stuck with loving someone because we are fearful of that person. And when we're not fearful anymore, that's where we become our true self. And that's where we actually love someone for truly who they are, rather than trying to change that to overcome our fears, if that makes sense. And with that in mind, when people bring their real selves to an environment, to a project, to a team, or to home, that's when it reduces inhibitions that stifles what good looks like. That means when we can be less fearful, we get a much better outcome because we can contribute better, we can act better, we can feel a lot more comfortable. The second item that of what unfolded for me is I have got a deep yearning in wanting to give as much as I can in terms of my knowledge, my experience, my trials and tribulations, success and failures, and it's areas around procurement and supply chain, ICT and technical projects, financing joint ventures to startup activities that I've embarked on over the past 20-25 years, as well as strategy and transformation. And also a lot of activities, experiences, knowledge in private, government, not-for-profit organizations, various work that I've embarked on in countries such as the US, in China, in Asia, in Africa, across Australia, and also different roles from analytical role to specialist role as well as senior executive role. I've got a deep yearning and wanting to share as much as I can. And the third thing that unfolded was my listening. I have spent, if I may say, over the last 7 years relearning how to listen, relearning how to listen to others, and most importantly, relearning how to listen to myself. And what I've started to realize about myself is that I really enjoy creating. I enjoy creating strategies, I enjoy creating new approaches, I enjoy creating solutions to problems, I enjoy improving things, and so on. That's what I enjoy doing. I just love creating. And when I do so, I usually feel it through my mind, my heart, and my body. And that's because I'm able to utilize everything that I've got, every inch that I've got. And in listening to myself, I can see that I actually aspire to do more of that. Hence the question is, how am I going to do more of that? And that's what I want to unfold over the next couple of months, over the next few months. I want to unfold that with more people, more teams, more organizations, as an intention, or more industries. And as I continued the leaning into my reflections, I also started hearing the voices of what everyone else was trying to share with me. There's been a lot of people for many years now. I mean over 5 or 10 years that I should actually venture out into the space of consulting and advisory. And what I'm going to do, I don't know what the outcome is going to be, but I'm going to continue unfolding the space, and I'm just going to let it come. The next question is that a lot of people ask me as well is, where to from here? So I think for me it's all still unfolding. I don't have an answer. I don't know what's going to happen, and I really don't aspire to fix or pin an answer down. All I want to do is to keep unfolding. I'm just going to keep leaning to this space. I'm going to keep exploring the consulting and advisory. I'm going to continue listening to others, your stories. I'm going to exchange stories. I'm going to reflect. I'm going to tweak. And if there's anything for sure, I'm going to continue finding ways to help others, whether it's through projects, through your organizations, whether it's with you directly. I'm going to continue doing just that. I would like to ask everyone for help. Please visit our website, www.onesixseven.com.au. Have a look. Please spend some time understanding what our intentions are. And what I'd like to ask you is provide us with feedback. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about our intention. Let us know if it's useful. What are the tweaks that might help us? Raise questions. Let us know where we can help. Let us know where we can, do things better. We're exploring. We want to unfold. We want to lean into the space. And we want your help. Please help. Or you can give me a ring, message me, send me a message. We can catch up for a coffee chat. It doesn't have to be about 167. It could be anything. It could be just sharing a story with me. So I'd like to thank you very much for taking the time to tune into this. I would like to continue, or I will continue leaning into this space over the next few weeks, few months. I hope to share more stories. I hope to share stories and unfoldings that would be beneficial and helpful to you to help you create your own story, as well as stories that might inspire. Thank you very much.